everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela here again today. So lovely to see you. If you guys are new, a very warm welcome to my channel, and of course for all the lovely people who have been so encouraging and supporting throughout this year, a very extra special warm welcome and hello to you. I have finally managed to finish up some of these journals that I started working on in April. Time is tight, ladies. I worked on them and I wasn't quite sure if that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to do a little bit more, and I thought I'd save them around this time of year when we're looking for something for special for ourselves or maybe for a loved one. So I thought I would carry on working on them, and here it is. All right, so I've got a little, I've got a few of these. I think I've got 4, and I'm going to put those in my Etsy store. They're all pretty similar. Except 99%, except for one of the pages, which I'll allude to when I get to that. All right, so if you're interested, you're most welcome to go and pop over to my Etsy store, and the link will be in the description box below. All right, so as you can see, they're very light in color, very blush, very peach, and very girly. And I've tried to put together a couple of things beside just the journal. So I have bundled it all together here with this beautiful, very light organza bow, which is like a blush pink. I'm not sure how well you can see that on the camera. And if I undo this over here, like that, and I'll just pull that out for a moment. Let's leave that at the top there. Right, I haven't sealed this because I want to show you what's inside here, and I'll get to that in a moment. And then what I've done is I've used this very vintage napkin, which is fabric, and I just love this because it went so well with the kit, and I just love that embroidery, which is so pretty. This is on like a peachy pink, very old and starched napkin fabric, so I would imagine it's a cotton, but a very good quality one, and it's edged with this very soft, like a light grey border, and I didn't want to chop it off there, so I had to fold it over just so that I could have that scalloped edge on the side there. So that's what it looks like. And then what I did was I lined it with some of this beautiful Liberty of London fabric, which is like a blush peachy pink, and I really love that. It's lined throughout, so that goes right through into where the journal is kept as well. And it's always nice to keep your journal in something. I find all my journals I make napkin covers for, because I don't want them to get dusty. So I thought on this occasion I would make a little pouch for these journals to go in. So this is not a vintage fabric. This is Liberty of London, and they have the most gorgeous fabrics there, and I have quite a few of them. So I thought I would part with just a little piece for each one and make a little pouch to accompany these. All right, and then of course we have our journal, which is inside here, and you will recall I made something like this as a giveaway in April, so it's very similar and along those lines, and I'll get to that. So what I've done is, this would obviously be closed on here, but I've made a little hydrangea peach petal with a little bit of a can't think today, a little cluster there with an antique mother of pearl button, and a little snippet of peach ribbon underneath there. So that's just going to go on the top to close that. That's just a little doily, and in this bag I've put a lot of extras in here that you might want to use when you are possibly working on your journal and putting in some safeguarded memories and beautiful thoughts. All right. Right, so I've got some of the Avril yarn, which I'm trying to unravel a bit here, which has these beautiful fibers that I love using, and these match perfectly with this journal. So I've put about 1 meter or so on here, just for you to have a a little experiment with some of the goodies you might want to add in your journal. I've put some of the Hug Snug binding, it's just closed with a little bulb pin and some seed beads. You can add that as a closure just to wrap around if you'd like to. And then just a little sample of some washi tape that I've liked to use in here that picks up all the colors. So that's just like a little sampler piece. I've made these beads. This is moonstone, some pearls, and some other natural gemstones here, so you can use that anywhere in your journal. I've just put this little paper clip which I've made from the same papers here, so that would slide onto one of your pages, and on the other side it looks like that. So I've just put that on here for you, and you could use that tag and tie some of that beautiful Averil yarn onto one of your pages as well. So that's just that. Then what I've done is I've just cut out a couple of those Tim Holtz wildflower flowers in the colors that you could decorate your journal with. I've just made a little pocket here which you could use and slip them in. So that's stitched around, and then what I've done is I've just got a little paper clip here. It has some silk variegated ribbon, so pretty. It's from Plum Boutique, and a rose gold clip. I've just done that with some of that Liberty fabric that you might want to tear and use, or maybe make a pocket or a flip up. I've added some of that wallpaper that I love to use. That's vintage, and here's another one. All of them go with the actual journal, and then I've just added another journal card which came from a pack that I bought. So, and this pack is used in this journal. So it's just a few little extras that I've put together here. Let's just put it all back together. That will come with every journal, just to give you some extra little pieces to play around with and have some fun with. So I'll just put that to the side, and it's just in a glassine bag. All right, so those are just some little extra goodies, all of which can be used within this journal. All right, so there's our little pouch, and as I said, it's lined throughout with the Liberty fabric. So I'm just going to put that to the side. I always think it's nice to keep everything together, and all of that will fit in that pouch. All right, so let's have a look at the little journal. We've got this little button tag on the front here, and I've sewn on some of my vintage buttons that I thought went. I have layered it up with part of my doily kit and a real doily, and I've got a pocket behind here and some more of my vintage lace. And then what I've done is I have made this tag. I think that's an image from chapter 1. I've layered up some of the butterflies, the Tim Holtz, some wording, and used one of these ribbons and layered it up with a tiny little daisy, a tiny little tag there, and some more little lace pieces at the back there on a seed bead. So that's what's going to go into the front here. Oh, before I forget, you can see I have decorated the top here. This is made out of envelopes, this journal, and I have sealed it with I think it was Mod Podge, and so it's completely sealed. This is the back of the journal, completely sealed and stitched all around. All right, what I don't have, and let me grab my ruler quickly for you. Right, so I've got some measurements here for you. This is about 8.5 inches by about 4.5 inches, and there's just one signature in here, and I think I had about 44 pages front and back, more or less. All right, so it's not a bulky journal, but it's got a lot inside of it. If I give that to you in centimeters, we're looking at about 11 centimeters by about 22 centimeters. All right, so let's go and have a look inside and see what it is. Have a little flip through. All right, so that's our cover. On the inside over here, we have this beautiful peachy pink coloring throughout. I've layered up with some antique lace, some pieces of pink paper that I've torn. I've got a whole lot of layering going on here, and I've put on this little picture onto the front pocket here. All right, and then of course I've made a tag with a whole lot of different pieces, which I love, and there's a little pearl on the butterfly there, so that just goes into that there. You can see I've used some of that washi tape. You can always stick something in that pocket if you want to. I've just stuck on a little image here, again some of that silk ribbon on a paper clip, and some beautiful doily avocado dyed doily digital, which comes from TaylorMade journals, which I love. All right, so this side I've stuck on a little journal card, which I've loved the sayings in here, and I thought that this was lovely. You can write there. It's got some beautiful backing print on, and I love the images and the butterflies and the colors in here, so it's really uplifting. Okay, here we've got some tea stain paper. I've made a little collage to decorate that page, and some stamping. You've got plenty room to write if you'd like to write or add anything else to this journal. There's a lot of stenciling in here, a lot of stitching, and a lot of sort of layering, I would say. Here's a double pocket, so you've got a place to stick something in there and in there. I've layered it all up and I've stitched all around that over here. Here's another one of those beautiful pages from TaylorMade. I've fussy cut out a lot of flowers in here and I've layered it up. So we've got that beautiful page. And then on the other side, I've done some more stenciling and some more layering as well. Now, this is where the journals differ slightly. I've put in some Edith Holden pages. I've got quite a few Edith Holden books, but obviously you can't always match those precisely. So you will have find a selection. There are 2 of these in here, and they will somehow match as best I could. So we've got one with the beautiful butterflies, and here in the middle we've got this beautiful floral arrangement. All right, and this side again, these lovely flowers, which I've got a similar one fussy cut out earlier. That's beautiful. Okay, so again, some layering, stitching, stenciling on that other side of that tea stain page. Here we have a little pocket, and if I just take this little tag over here, you can see that you can stick something in there. Again, some antique mother of pearl buttons stitched onto a little fabric swatch, and some more stenciling over there, and the other side of that doily page. Here we have another bit of stenciling. I've made a little tag to go in here, which is backed onto tea stain paper, and that goes into the wallpaper pocket, and some layering up here. I love that. You are some kind of wonderful. Don't we all know it? Some more layering here and page edging. Lots of place to write. Some more doily. Here's the center of the journal now, and I've made a little pocket here which I've embossed and sewn and stitched little bits on, and layered this up very nicely with a butterfly, and then I've stuck some little tags that I've made with a little bit of fabric on that one, like that. Yeah, and they've all got some lovely little backing things that you can write on as well, so that just slides into there. Oh, and this is a beautiful page. Just look at that. Absolutely stunning. Love the colors in this journal. All right, this is a little pocket, and what I've got in here is a big journal card. You can write on that. I've layered up at the back here, and you've got a little bead that I've made that's just hanging off the edge like that. So that's going to slide into that pocket there. So that turns over, and on the other side here we've got another double pocket, also from stitched all around and layered up, and I've got all sorts of vintage lace and papers and lots of stitching, as I said, and it is full with all sorts of little bits and bobs that you can use to decorate any of your pages. So these all come from that paper kit. The paper kit I used here was called Apricot Honey from Prima. So I just loved it, and I just had to do something with it. And here's another little tag that I've made with some fabric and stitched all around that as well. Okay, so we've got lots of little bits, and these would look beautiful just stuck on a page, and you write on it. You know, it just lightens up everything, doesn't it? Or you could write on the back and stick them back on there, and then it doesn't ruin the overall look of your journal. Love this butterfly page. Here's another one of these lovely digital pages. Here's some layering up here and stitching with some more stenciling. I've done a tiny little glassine bag over here, layered it up with all sorts of goodies, butterflies, washi tape, fussy cut flowers. I've made a tag over here like that with scraps, and put on a little piece of vintage lace with another bead pin, layered it up onto card, and that just slides into there like that. Again, some stencil, some digital doily paper, which goes so well with this kit, and then of course I've put some more layers on this page, some more edging here, some more stenciling, and we have another Edith Holden page in the middle here. And isn't that just a beautiful image? Beautiful cuckoo flower. I like that. Here's the middle of that signature, and you can see some beautiful images here, and of course over here. Here I've got a little cluster with various bits of vintage and lace and buttons, some lace, and a little flip up onto some tea stained paper. So we've got that there, and again some fussy cutting and layering for a little flower. And over here we have another one of those digital pages, and this time I've put a paper clip here so you could easily keep some notes or something there, and I've just decorated the paper clip with a few bits there. Here's another one of those journal cards, which I love. Beauty from the inside out, isn't that lovely? And then that's the back of the journal card. All right, so here I've got another tea stain page with some paper ruffles that I've folded and a butterfly. And here we have another pocket, and you could easily tuck something in there like that, and some layers, and then some doily paper, more doilies, and we're back onto the back page. Here's a little pocket that I've layered up there with various things, and I've made another tag with some lace and some ribbons, layered it up with all sorts going on there, and backed it, stitched all around it, sorry, and that just tucks in over there. And of course you can always tuck something in there if you wanted to hide something. All right, and that's the back of the journal. So I hope that you guys have liked that. We've got our little journal. It goes into our journal pouch, so that would just slide in there like that. And of course you could put all of this into that as well. So you've got all these little goodies, and I'm sure that they fit very well in there. I'm just fitting them in, but I'll have to do it all nice and neatly. And you can then close it all up and keep it together with your ribbon, and take it with you somewhere, or keep it in your bag, or do whatever you want to do really with it like that. Okay, so as I said, I will have these in my Etsy shop, so if you're wanting to have a look at it, please feel free to do so. And if you like what you see, please leave me a comment. Of course, that would be lovely. And I look forward to seeing you guys very soon. Got lots of ideas and lots of things coming to the fore this month, so take care of yourselves, be safe, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye-bye.